What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. Here we are at just under $2.50 with about 8 hours left in the day. It is the first day of November, and I believe we have found a higher low here versus this low versus this low. We've got higher lows here, and what's odd is it feels like there's more depression here than there was at this low, than there was at this low, than there was at this low. It feels like there's more depression here right now. You guys hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Okay, it is the 1st of November, very beginning of a month here. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, zooming way the hell in. Oh, look at that. You popped up a little bit. Popped up to the $2.50 level there. We love to see it. Coinbase, not a lot of volume. What about on Binance? Binance says not a lot of volume either. That's okay. This move, 15 seconds left. It looks legit here. We'll probably continue moving up higher. Let's look at the relative low to high here. Right at the 382. It looks legit, man. I mean, I think that's perfect. Finding support where you found support before, where you found resistance before, where you found support before. It's at the 382. You wicked just below, you closed just above, and boom, you're having the proper reaction and everything. So, really, I think this is a mark of the end of this consolidation here, right? This little phase that you're consolidating in. I think that was the end of the mark. What's probably happening, and not financial advice, not a financial advisor. What's probably happening is that here you had a flat base with descending highs. So all these hours here, this let's say from the 4th hour of today to the 11th hour of today, there were a bunch of shorts that piled on, or people who were thinking about going short who didn't, and then it finally breaks, and then they go short, and then there's probably even more shorts piled on here. Look at all the volume, right? And now they're all underwater. and now they're all trapped. And if they don't liquidate soon, if they don't close their position soon, they will be forced liquidated even sooner, man. It's gonna be ridiculous. But I do think we're gonna break out. This is actually a good sign, guys. I think if XRP moves up, Bitcoin likely moves up. That's great. That's actually really great. I hope that happens, man. That would be great. That I hope Bitcoin proves me wrong. I want to see it prove me wrong, but I'm calling for it to go to 106 to 103K, somewhere in there. Anyways, enough of that. 1 hour MACD looks to be bouncing off the zero. This is a perfect area to bounce. Perfect. Good. Continue moving higher. Stochastics look good. The RSI bouncing off the 40. I mean, overall, it kind of looks like a bad RSI, but bouncing off the 40 is a good look. So you had a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs. You've broken out of it, and now you're finding support at the 40, kind of back testing this trend line. If it were to keep coming out here, let's see. From this high point, connecting the dots down. I mean, it looks pretty perfect right there, right? Bouncing right there. I would think that we do push higher, and perhaps, why can't I talk? What the hell? Perhaps we do form some kind of an uptrend here, where we're at the base of the trend going into the overbought zone now between today and tomorrow. Are we going to have a weekend pump? Is that what's happening here? Everybody's depressed. It makes sense that we would have a weekend pump. Yeah. 4 hour time frame. Hold on, guys. I'm like sick or something. I don't know what it is. 4 hour time frame here. Looking at this on the RSI, we have rejected the 50. That's not good. On the bright side, though, your rejection's not rejecting, right? Whenever you get a rejection that's not really rejecting, you tend to promote higher prices, right? Like here, right? Like that. You promote higher levels here. We're rejecting, but it's not like this, right? It's not like a harsh. It's not like this. It's like this. It's little squiggles. It makes me think that we are going to push higher. So overall, 4 hour RSI has a downtrend too that we just broke out of. Cool. Let's go. Let's go higher. You know, whenever you see this kind of stuff, you get higher lows, higher highs. You get a very pronounced trend like this, and then you break out, and it's a rather rapid forced move down. You tend to promote more trends, like a more pronounced trend like this as well going forward. So I really wouldn't be surprised at all if we continued moving higher over the coming days and weeks. Stochastics would suggest that we go higher as well, would suggest that we go to the overbought zone. So perfect, calling for higher prices there. And the MACD, yeah, it just crossed green. Cool, let's run with it. I think we will. I think what we have here is higher lows. I think what we have here is a break of this trend line. And just like we normally do, as soon as you break this trend line, that's the best area to buy. You back tested this trend line for resistance, but I really do think that we're going to move up higher. My expectation from here is that we'll break out of this zone that we've been in since the 10th of October. We're going to break out of this zone over the coming days, over the coming weeks. Unless, of course, my prediction's right on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does drop down to about, what is that, 100 and 105, 103K, whatever it is, somewhere down there. If that does happen, then XRP likely follows Bitcoin as well. We probably would see prices back below 230. I'm not saying that I expect XRP to go below $2.30. I'm just saying with that if we do go below $2.30, that's okay. It happens. It'll be okay. We'll be fine if we do that, okay? From a high here to a low here, not the scam wick low, but the actual low. We've gone from the 382 to the 236. We're having a proper reaction. Now it's time to go to the golden ratio. We'll see you at $3 to $3.12. Okay, something that again will take us just above a trend line, and that might be a good area to sell. We probably do sell off and we come back down here, find support in this area, but then we probably continue to rip. I'm forecasting right now that this move over the coming days, possibly by the end of the first week of November on the 7th or 6th day there, that we're up at $3 to $3.11. Mark my words, on the 7th or 6th day of November, maybe the 5th, we'll be up at $3 to $3.12, and then going into the second week, we'll pull back to like 283, 266 at the lowest. We'll probably find support right there at 283 because, again, that comes in line very well with this trend line here. Find support there. It's very common to go from your golden ratio down to this zone to find support, and then we're rallying. Then we're ripping and running, you guys. This will be that moment where everybody's excited because we're breaking the trend line. XRP's doing it. We're saved. Back down. We were duped. This was a bull trap, and boom. Just total psychological warfare on all fronts. As we're progressing higher, as we're preparing ourselves for what inevitably will be an epic breakout. Oh, hold on. An epic breakout that will take us to new all-time highs. Sorry, I got to open up some applesauce real quick. Don't worry about it. I'm opening up applesauce. Okay, that's all that's happening. It's not a big deal. I have a toddler, and she has an appetite for applesauce. All right, there you go. She could open it herself, though. She just likes making me feel like I'm needed. You know what I mean? Man, on a whole different, totally unrelated note, if anybody out there is wanting to have children, understand it is the best, hardest thing you will ever do, and it only gets better as time goes on. Like, you learn so much about yourself, and oh man, kids melt your heart. It really is the best thing in the world. You could have nothing, but you have them, and that's all that matters. They could have nothing, but they have you. And just the look they give you, the sense of importance, man, it is enough to make a grown man cry. We can say that much. That's for damn sure. Anyways, but not this grown man. I'm going to hold back the tears. It's time to get to work, damn it. Here we are, $2.50 still, though, guys. Again, kids are the best. But again, if you're thinking about having kids, it's hard. It's hard stuff. It's not easy. It's the hardest thing you'll ever do if you're good at it. But it's the best thing. It's the best, hardest thing in the world. What is it like having kids? In one sentence, it's the best, hardest thing you'll ever do in your life. XRP USDT. Looking at this on a weekly basis and taking it, let's see, back to work here, man. I'm just trying to incentivize baby making, that's all, right? Isn't that great? That makes the world go around. Brought to you by C-Zar's baby making channel. I don't even know. I'm unhinged right now, you guys. $2.50 from a high to a low. We are clearly on the precipice of a massive breakout. And again, just thinking logically here, after all this time consolidating, after multiple cycles of being held down by the same price point, do you think that when you break out, you're just going to get a move like this? Or do you think it'll be appropriate for a range like this? What do you think is appropriate for a range like this? Maybe your opinion doesn't matter. Maybe my opinion doesn't matter. But what is appropriate for a range like this? I'm just going to use my eyeballs and my brain and my sense of logic here, and I don't think this is it. Nope. Nope. That does not seem appropriate. Now we're getting somewhere. Now that, to some degree, at least we're like from a high to a low of some kind of proportionate measure. It kind of makes sense. But likely XRP will exceed $30. Likely by the end of the cycle, we'll see a $40 to $70 price. That's my expectation by the end of the cycle. And just between now and the end of the year, we're calling for something that will take us not here, but all the way up to about 14, 16 bucks, something up there. And if we're not there by the end of December, it'll likely happen by the end of January. That's my expectation. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you're a selfish person, if you like to party, If you like to travel, if you like to have freedom, maybe kids are not for you, or maybe you need kids. Maybe you need some grounding in your life. But just understand, my friends out there who are thinking about having families or wishing that they'd have a family, it's a great thing. But then life's no longer about you. So when you're ready for that, when you're ready to make your life all about some other human being, that's whenever it's time to have kids. It's the best thing ever, man. It is really the best thing ever. But it's the best, hardest thing that you ever do. Shout out to all the new parents. Shout out to all the single parents. I can't imagine being a single parent, man. It's crazy. Shout out to all of you. Anybody who's got kids, who's raising them, good job. Good on you. Keeping the human race going and hopefully doing a good job of it and raising them right, being good to them. Try not to be hard on them. Give them love. You know, they need love. They need love, man. They always don't withhold love. Do not ever. Your kids need to know. Even if you're pissed, you can be pissed at them. They could be in trouble. I'm being dad right now. I don't know why, but they need to know you love them. It's important. Every kid deserves to know that they are loved unconditionally, and unconditional love is much more valuable than anything else, man. Give your kids unconditional love. If you want to be a parent, when you are a parent, give your kids unconditional love. I don't know, man. But I'm done. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.